This is the weekly update for the week ending 15th October 21 for the 5-minute production incubation project. A quick recap. Until now, we've seen the introduction of the Google Cloud page under the project infrastructure section, where you see a list of service accounts. You can also begin the process of the creation of a service account, which takes you through the Google OAuth and authorization process. After which you see a form where you select a GCP project, you select your environment, and then it creates a service account, which are saved as CI/CD variables. Last week, we saw several edge cases and scenarios being handled as well. This week, two main batches of work. The first was related to handling of declines of authorization. This is where you are going through the Google OAuth flow, but the user chooses to decline granting permissions. And the second one was related to logging when Google APIs were disabled. Let's navigate to a GitLab project. So I select my group. I go to a project. I'm on the master branch at the moment. And if I go to infrastructure, Kubernetes clusters, and I say integrate with cluster certificate, and I select GKE as the option, it takes me to the Google OAuth flow where I select my account, and let's say I decline permissions. It throws an error. We want to gracefully handle this. So now I'm on this feature branch where I've been doing my work. And now I will show you two flows. The first flow with the Kubernetes clusters. And I follow the same procedure. Select GKE. And I select my account. And I decline permissions. And we see a graceful handling of that error where we show the user a message saying authorizations are needed to proceed, and we take him back to the original screen. Similarly, if you go to the infrastructure Google Cloud page and I follow the generate service account flow, and again I decline the authorizations needed, that exception is gracefully handled. The second piece of work was just proper logging in a few places where it is needed. So that's not something I can demo, but just you can check the commits and it's there. What's the plan for the coming week? The features we've built are quite comprehensive with a lot of edge cases and scenarios. So I need to come up with a proper test plan and then implement those tests so that everything can be as resilient as possible, and then go through the code quality steps needed for merge request review readiness. That's the plan for next week.